Hi, welcome to Pep Talks. 600 years before Christ, an inscription was written on the walls of a temple in Delphi in Greece. The inscription was, "Know thyself. Know thyself." Of course, you probably are familiar with Socrates' own words, about 200 years later, again before Christ, that also said, "None know thyself." Self-awareness has been a big issue from even before Christ up till now. Now, in the last few years, it's become a critical thing a lot of people have talked about, especially with the advent of the dot-com bubble bust and Enron, Arthur Andersen collapse, Kenneth Lay, all those stories, Bernie Madoff. The importance of self-awareness has been brought to the fore. But this is the strange thing. We know a lot. People know a lot. People know a lot about many things, literally from archaeology to zoology, and yet very little meology, very little knowledge about ourselves. I list about 18 things we need to be self-aware about, anything from our strengths and weaknesses, our identity, our purpose, our physicality. There are about 18 things I talk about. But the thing is this, self-awareness is the starting point for any true and lasting success. Because in the first place, you've got to know yourself to grow yourself. And how do you self-actualize when you are not even self-aware? So self-awareness is the starting place for any kind of success. But guess what? Many of us are not self-aware. So how are we ever going to succeed? But the other thing is this. Self-awareness is also the chief cornerstone for any authentic leadership development. How are we going to lead people when we don't even know ourselves? We don't even know what triggers us. We don't even know what our vision, our calling is, and all of that. We don't even know the effect we have on people. So if you look at the major leadership paradigms and processes and praxis that have come out the last few years, notable among them, emotional intelligence and authentic leadership, both schools of thought, both schools of leadership thought have self-awareness as one of the four key components of emotional intelligence, of authentic leadership. So it's self-awareness, the chief cornerstone in leadership development. It is the core to start all leadership training and development in before you come to visioneering and strategizing, teamwork, and all of that. So how are we going to get self-aware? Well, there are two main ways. Through introspection, reflecting in your own life, but also through feedback from others. Now, the cool thing is that both introspection as well as feedback from others can be enhanced by various tools. Just like a magnifying glass helps us to see tiny objects better, bigger, or like a binoculars will enable you to see far objects closer and clearer. There is a tool called the DISC, D-I-S-C, and DISC is an acronym for the four dominant personality types, the four prominent personality types, D being dominant, I being influencing, S being the steady kind, and C being the compliant or the conscientious kind. Now, this tool has been developed over the last 40 or so years. Since 1972, over 50 million people have taken this DISC test. And I happen to be a trainer and coach and consultant in the DISC. And what I want to see is a DISC revolution. I want to see many people trained as DISC coaches, accredited DISC coaches, and certified behavioral consultants, so we can help people in our circles, in our companies, in our families, spouses, and all of that to become more self-aware, so that we can have self-growth, so that we can have self-actualization, success, so that we can not only succeed personally, but lead intentionally, lead authentically. Access to the DISC is key for any and everybody's success. I hope you join me in this campaign, join me in this DISC revolution to make sure that this, I dare I say, fundamental human right of everyone knowing themselves, this everyone becoming self-aware, becomes possible. Self-discovery through the DISC assessment. Let's go for it. Let's get more self-aware. Let's see a world of awareness where no one is in the dark as to who they are. This will make the world a better place. This will bring authentic leadership. This will make each of us self-actualize, become all that we were meant to be. Take care. God bless you.